Yeah. Okay. So if you see here, right, project team structure. Okay. So from here, yeah, you can see how you can plan on like, your attraction peak. Like for example, if you look into the criteria in this audit booklet, right? Let's go back to PM side. Okay, so you have to plan based on the customer flow itself, right? So here, the criteria here, in order for you to pass, you should only plan for attraction and consideration, because the reason is also because preparation and experience your JD is different, right? So that's why you can plan on attraction and consideration only. So like for example, if it's OCP, what do they do in attraction? Like for example, track on number of applicants, for example, right? Yeah, so you can have a look here, and then what do they need to do? Okay, so from here it will be easier for you to guide right now, to guide your LCVP or even your directors on how can they plan itself, because when you have customer flow funnel, right, very clear that when you plan for JD, an attraction, they need to do what, so that they are not just blindly waiting for team leaders. They can always come back to DMF to refer what is their JD, things like that. Or even when you are doing recruitment, like interview assessment, or even like, I don't know, like interview assessment, induction day, right, LLDS, all those things, right? So you already know like how IGV JD looks like, so that you can make sure in your LLDS or any of the touch point, you are training your members with the relevant JD already. All right. And then moving on, LC is required to also achieve like a 50% membership capacity to kickstart the project deliverables. And the last one will be on the clear goals projected for the project. Okay. By the way, sorry, I will amend this one, right? It will be 50%. Yeah. Okay, so PM pretty simple. It shouldn't be like a big problem, because I believe you guys have already one peak in planning, right? Yeah, so you can just work on that lah. Yeah, so let's say for example, if you have like extra activities or events, right? Then you can actually put down here on like what are the activities or events, so that when I check on the JD, right, it is actually relevant towards like your JD itself. Okay. All right, so yeah, let's have like a Q&A. Let's go to see if there's any Q&A in the spreadsheet. Okay, PM not yet, right? Yeah, you guys can come here to put down Q&A, or you can just type in the chat box or unmute your mic if you have any Q&A. Yeah. Slide 57 seems different that you show to us. 57. Which one different? The project team structure, JD and KPI. You mean this one, right?
Hi EJ. I mean like the link that you attach in the slide.
Oh, is it? Okay, wait.
Yeah. So we follow the one that you show us, right? Like.
Yeah. This is summer one. Sorry, I will amend right now.
Okay. Thank
Sorry
you.
for that. Thanks for
And
reminding.
I want to ask for the logistic part. Is it still under OCFL? Or is
It can be under OCFL, or if you want to shift the logistic under other team, then I think that's something that you need to state down in the DMF, like who will be handling logistic. So the ideally it should be under IGV, because they are the one that understand how is the activities looks like when they are doing planning, so that they can synergy with their own OCFL.
also means like for PM side we just need to ensure that one of the member will doing the logistic only kan, like it can be under OCER or OCFL, either them is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So I think the reason why we suggest logistics is under FL, first thing is also when you're dealing with universities, your FL normally is also the one that handle it lah. Yeah, so I think this maybe different LCs have different context. This is something that might need you to communicate within the team, especially when, let's say, if you go into physical, right, securing venue, all those things normally is actually done by who? Is it your VPFL or is it your OCFL? So if it's your FL department, right, then they can actually be the one that guide your OCFL in getting or securing venues lah. Yeah. All right.
Okay, thank
Let me put down your question.
EJ, just want to ask, do we have any JD reference that we can refer to?
There is no JD reference that we can refer to. You can check back your previous DMF, and also if there is any suggestion coming from your VPPM, things like that. I mean, your MC VPPM, which is Garlic previously, and from there you should do some review on how can you improve a JD better. So that's why in this upcoming MRD, right, when you guys doing talent planning, selection, all those things, the most important thing is that you have to review with your front office team on how is the team management looks like in terms of their JD, how is the capacity, efficiency, all those things, not only with IGV, but all right. So when you're doing that, you're actually preparing for your audits already. So it's also the time that you're actually doing your JD planning and structure planning. So from here, that's the reason like why MRD and open audit happen at the same time, so that you can do synergy with your team directly. Yeah, so that's why you have to conduct review, understand from your product team, like how is their team management in this summer.
Okay. EJ, can you like explain more about like OC planning or activities again? Like what are the different?
Okay, so certain LCs, right, will have like OC planning or activities. I think for those LCs that you have OC planning or activities, right, maybe you guys can type in the chat box on what is the JD that your OC planning. I think Isaac and TU, they have their OC activities or OC planning, things like this. You can refer to them, but most of them is actually for OC planning or activities is actually they plan for the key activities itself. Like for example, what will be the objective, the project schedule, or maybe like the content itself lah. So personally for me, right, back then I was when I was handling my IGV team, normally is the project director is the one that plan for key activities, unless you really have like for example, maybe you're in your LC, right, your project director handle 2 projects together, then you might need actually a OC planning or activities that's the one that plan for each of the key activities. Yeah, so if you see here, right, maybe I can share you more, like when your VP IGV or even the IGV team, they are planning, right, for DMF for winter open audit, so they will actually plan it here, and then after they submitted audit, then they will start to prepare like for example content, for example what would be the TTT that they need to cover, so that your OCER can find the learning partner or school partner, yeah, that they want. Like for example, I just take clean our plate, right, maybe the OC activities will plan, so this school workshop I want to teach food composting, then your OCER will go and find a learning partner that can teach composting, and then they will tell the school partner the food school workshop is composting. So OC planning is always come at first lah. But personally, if you think that it is not necessary to have OC planning, then your director JD should have planning key activities, or even like guide the team to plan key activities. So just a context for you based on my experience is that normally director is the one that guide the entire IGV team or their own OC team to contribute ideas for project key activities planning lah. So it is also up on your LCs lah. Yeah, I think there are also a few here.
Oh, okay, because previously like the key activities we put under OC by XP, so this is why I a bit confused. Yeah.
Understand. Yeah. Actually you guys should design based on your LC reality. Yeah. For example, if you think OC planning not needed, then you can put it under YXP. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Yeah. You can also refer a few of the LC, let's say if you want to expand your IGV structures lah. Okay, any more questions? If you guys have questions, you can just put down here and tag me, and then I will answer you there. And then I think we can go back already. Bye, everyone. See you in the main.
Bye.